I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say I am? These are lyrics from the famous rap artist Eminem. Now, a lot of people think that rap songs are written by angry, ignorant punks that have no future and who don't care about anyone but themselves. But through just a small amount of research, one can find out the truth behind the lives of a rap artist. I would love to enlighten even just a few minds to the harsh realities of some of these artists have had to face, as well as the intellect with which they are composing their songs. Now, society's view on rappers is fairly mixed. A lot of people really like rap music. A lot of people like it because it's angry and because it has a good beat. But a vast majority of society, especially these days, and especially parents, view rap artists and rap songs and hip-hop as angry or violent, or even ignorant or illiterate, the people that write them. They view the people that write them as just drugged out losers who just want to write explicit and crude lyrics just to make a point. And they say that a lot of these songs are just mentally destructive, not only on the rappers themselves, but on the youth. But is it really fair to judge rap artists this way? Like Eminem's song says, I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, why would I say that I am? But is it fair for him to think that he is the way that society views him? What are some different things that really make an impact on a rap artist's life? For one, there's their upbringing and background. Two, their current life situations. They also have challenges in their lives just like you and me. And they can also experience changes in their character just like you and me. So speaking of Eminem, the man who wrote those lyrics, what kind of background did he have? His father left when he was just a baby. His mother had to raise him. He had a very rough childhood, moving around from school to school. He wasn't able to focus in school because of this, which created a lot of disconnect between him and being able to learn the material in the books. But the subject that he always excelled at was English. He even would read the dictionary for fun, just so that he could expand his vocabulary. And that's so incredibly evident in all of his songs. There are some songs that are a little silly. A lot of his earlier days when he was doing drugs, abusing drugs hardcore, a lot of his songs were more silly, but the lyrics were still vastly different from a lot of rappers and hip-hop artists these days. And it's very, very evident, whether they're explicit or not, the amount of time and effort that he has put into this, what he loves. And after going through rehab, you can see a change between the slides 2 and 3, the violent, angry nature, to the next slide where he's singing a song with Elton John. He is taking time to think things through. Now that he's not doing drugs or abusing drugs anymore, he's actually turned his life around and is writing songs that are actually explaining that to people and explaining that to the youth that are listening. Another example of a rap artist who most people wouldn't really understand is Lupe Fiasco. This gentleman is very, very different from a lot of rap artists. He's originally actually shied away from writing rap music and singing rap music because the language was so obscene. But this gentleman also has a very great mind, very brilliant man, a brilliant lyricist who was signed by several very large names in the business. And after he got famous, he decided that he only wanted to write 3 albums and release those. And then once he was done with that, he wanted to quit. And he wanted to write a novel. And he wanted to write a novel about a working class man. And that's something that not very many rap artists would just quit their jobs to do. You can see in these images in the 4th slide, on the surface, he might look hard and like you wouldn't want to run into him on the street. But deep down, he's a very, very smart gentleman. He very much loves literature, always loved to read, always loved to write. So most people just don't really understand rap artists. They don't really understand that these people are educated. There might be some along the lines who did abuse drugs, like Eminem at the beginning of his career and for the vast majority of his career. But not all of them are losers. The music is very valid. If you actually sit and listen to a lot of the lyrics from these very educated, very smart young men and women, then you can see that it's not just what society would say angry, violent stuff that's just trying to get their kids to shoot people in their schools or to abuse drugs or alcohol. And, there's a huge list of rappers or hip-hop artists that have even gone to college and gotten college educations. Lil Wayne, David Banner, Ludacris, MIA, Rick Ross, Kanye West, P. Diddy, all of these rappers and more all went to college. And I have images on slide 5 of that list of rappers that I just listed off that do have college educations, whether it was University of Phoenix, Rick Ross attended South Florida Corrections Officer Academy. So many different universities and so many misunderstood rappers. So while not all rappers are educated, some had very harsh upbringings. They may use explicit lyrics to get their point across, but that does not make them ignorant. And that does not make their music not worth listening to. Rap is just another genre, and it holds just as much importance as in shaping society as rock, pop, jazz, classical, or any other music genre. Rap is recognized in almost every nation, and I would really encourage you to, before you judge a rap artist, please get to know the real person behind the music, because it will change your view. I guarantee it. Thank you very much.